Back-to-back nights of Boston's best in the music business. Last night we had BSO's Andres Nelsons. Tonight, I recognize him, Boston Pops conductor, the great Keith Lockhart joins me. You know what I just read about you? The man with the famous baby blue eyes that can light up a symphony stage. Wow.
I wrote that myself.
I'm sure you did. So opening night with Queen Latifah is 6 nights away. Do you have anxiety? How do you deal with it? Or do you have it?
Not about the specific concert, but just about the body of work. I mean, we do concerts on 11 straight nights to start off the season, and there's a couple of doubles in that, all different programs, like 5 different programs in that time. There's just a lot of work, and I kind of gear myself up, and, you know, honestly, it's a little more work than it was 20 years ago.
Well, you're a little bit older than you were 20 years ago. So, you know what I wanted to do? Because there's so many things. I'm going to say one thing I'm excited about, then you do it. Then can we go back
word
and forth?
association?
Well, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is. John Williams, essentially all John Williams all the time, culminating in, I think it's May 31st and June 1st, you're both conducting on the same night?
Sharing the stage.
Oh, my. For those people who don't, I mean, obviously, conductor laureate. Tell us a little bit about John Williams.
Well, John Williams is probably the best-known composer in the entire world. And he has, of course, a long association with us, 14 years as conductor. He's been laureate ever since. He's a great elder colleague, mentor, friend. He just turned 85 in February, still composing strong, working on the 8th Star Wars movie as we speak. It's just amazing.
I saw an incredible quote from you that something like, movies have had sound for 9 decades, and he's had credits on films in 7 of those decades?
Starting in the mid-50s.
Yikes. You pick one.
Jaws, staying on the John Williams track, Jaws, live film with orchestra, world premiere. No orchestra has ever done it before. You know, it's such an iconic movie, and so many of our memories kept us out of the ocean. And E.T. in the first week, which is just delightful.
Were you scared when you saw Jaws when you were a kid?
I was more than scared.
And did the music?
I haven't gone back in the ocean since.
Did every time you hear when you heard the music for years there, just the music alone, didn't it totally freak you out?
It is, because it's the perfect marriage of musical intention and drama.
My turn.
Yeah.
Can I go? Leslie Odom Jr. Now, for those of us who can't get into Hamilton until maybe 2035, and I'm in that category. I mean, he obviously plays Aaron Burr. I mean, he played Aaron Burr. Beyond huge.
Oh, that's an amazing debut for us. Also welcoming back Ben Folds.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite songwriters in the whole world. And I'll throw 2 in. I'm cheating. Queen Latifah to open with. People know her for so many different reasons. She is one of the great voices on the planet and is just going to light up the stage.
How much of this comes out of your head? I know you're going to say it's collaborative, whatever, but this is a pretty star-studded spring season. Is this you, or is it you? How does this all happen?
Well, you know, I have people who bring me ideas, and people say, what about so-and-so? There are some of these people like Queen Latifah who we've been trying for 5 or 6 years to get her here. The dates just never worked out. She's on tour, she's not on tour, et cetera, et cetera. And then it slowly boils itself down, but a lot of it is just availability. This pop season is 6 distinct weeks, and if they're available in July, it doesn't do us any good.
So you said you have 11 straight days starting when? When is that again?
Starting on Wednesday, the 10th.
And how many days, how much are you doing in this whole season? I mean, what's the whole picture?
The whole season, all told, is about 32 concerts, I think, all told, and I'm doing 28 of those. So you know, I'll be there a lot.
I know as a consumer of what you do, long before I even knew you, how it never gets old for us. How does it never get old for you?
Well, part of it's the variety. I mean, in those 11 days, we're starting off with Queen Latifah, then we're doing E.T., film live with orchestra, then we're doing an ABBA tribute band, and then we're doing Ben Folds, and then we're doing John Williams. It's an amazing variety of material.
Well, of the people that come, what percentage of, I mean, because I know Boston Pops has a huge national reputation. On a typical night, what percentage of the people, not July 4th, a typical night, what percentage of the people are from this sort of area and what percent are not?
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say, especially when we get into June and we get more into the tourist season, that as many of maybe a quarter of our audience, people come back all the time saying, you know, we came and this is on our bucket list to go to a Boston Pops concert while we're in Boston. Not the same percentage as come to the 4th of July, because that's a destination event, you know.
You know, so I know you said you don't have anxiety leading up to it, but are you nervous through? I mean, this is fairly immense. I mean, there's this incredible variety. It's over this incredibly intense period of time. You don't feel any...
There's a little bit, but you know, if you're talking to your airplane pilot just before you took off and you asked him if he was nervous, did you want him to say yes?
But I want the truth, not from him. I want the truth from you.
Never.
So do you think that it is true that your baby blue eyes light up the symphony stage? Do you think, is that yes or no?
I have absolutely no idea.
Because it's practically blinding for me, if I can tell you the truth.
It's the blue shirt.
So after all that, it's then on to Tanglewood, correct?
It's on to Tanglewood after that. A great season there, starting at the beginning of July and running through the end of August.
It is really exciting, Keith Lockhart, for you and for all of us. Keith, it's a pleasure to see you.
Thanks, Jim. Always.
Thanks so much for your time. You can find more information about the Boston Pop Spring and Tanglewood season online at bso.org.